Welcome back, guys, for more Middle-earth Timberborn, and in this episode, we're working on the River Anduin and the Great Bridge of Osgiliath. Okay, so this is going to be the River Anduin, and it's a big, fast-flowing river that flows in between Minas Tirith and Minas Morgul over there. And it presents me with a lot of challenges. I'm going to have two rivers coming down from the mountains, one coming down on this side of Minas Tirith and one coming down on this side. The one on this side, honestly, I have no idea. I think I need to get the reservoir moved before I can kind of figure out how that's going to work. This one I'm starting to get an idea of. I need to bring these mountains forward like a fair way, I think, and then have the river flowing from somewhere near the corner, I think. I think it's going to come down here. And I think it's actually going to cut through this little mound that I've put in. Before I dynamite the river, though, I want to make sure that the bridge is going to be correct. So we're going to do a little bit of prototyping on the bridge. I started to think about the scale of Osgiliath. The bridge needs to be quite low. I mean, if you think about how big buildings are, right? I can't have a bridge that's like 5 tiles high. It's going to look ridiculous. Let's start off with like the foundations. And I'm thinking the bridge is going to be like 5 wide. Like that. But I'm thinking that the bridge itself will actually start on the tile below. So these tiles will actually be sunk into the ground to give us a bit of a foundation. And they'll probably go down 2 or 3 tiles, I would think. And then we need, obviously, the same thing. And see, as soon as I do this, I can see that my island isn't correct. I need to get rid of, at the very least, that. And so I think this island's going to extend a bit further this way. See, this is exactly why I'm doing this. Okay, so we're going to have the same thing in the middle. So remember, this is going to be, the top of these blocks is going to be ground level. These are going to be sunk into the ground. And then we want the same thing on the other side, like that. Now, the question is, the span. Originally, I was thinking that we'd go with, with these things, right? Exactly like I did on the viaduct. And then we'd have these kind of nice things going across the bridge. Now, I could do this by having like some kind of support in the middle. But I think this needs to be bigger and grander. And so I think we want like wide spans. So I'm going to try using these. Now, I have deliberately made this 6 wide on each side because that's the biggest span that I can do. So what we want is these going across like this and like that. How does that look? Now, remember, this is going to be 1 tile lower. But I think that actually looks pretty darn good. Yeah, this might work. This might work. You know what? Let's throw these in and see how it looks on the larger scale. Because another issue is like, well, how wide is this going to be? Like, is 5 tiles going to look right? Is it going to be too much? Is it going to be too little? I'm thinking probably 5 tiles. Let's fill in the middle so that we kind of get a better idea. And I'm thinking, see, I would like it if it was not much higher than that. It's a pity we don't like have half blocks, because like I could just put a fence across there and I'd kind of be happy with that. But I think it has to come up like another block. That presents me with another issue, because I've got to figure out how I'm going to do like where the joins in the brickwork are. And I can't see how I can use like the triple blocks, which I was originally thinking I would use. So like this part, if I had a 4 block, I'd use a 4 block. A 3 block doesn't work. So I guess these bits have got to be 2 blocks wide. So it's going to be like that. Well, if I put then a triple, well, then I've got the same seam running through here. And that's not going to look good. So I think it's going to have to be like that. But to be honest, that actually looks not bad. I kind of like that. Let's do the rest of these blocks so that we can see what it's going to look like. And then the other issue that I've got is, what the hell do I do at the ends? And like, do I have a path going across this? Like, there's a lot of issues. A lot of issues. This is a kind of a crazy structure to be building in Timberborn. It really is. Okay. So remember to tile down. And I think that is fine. And then we'd obviously finish it off on the sides. What do I want? Decorations with a metal fence going along the sides, I think. And we can probably have some lampposts and stuff. See, so I throw the fence on there. But before I was thinking, yeah, it's looking good. I throw the fence on and I'm wondering, should it be a bit wider? Like, should it be 7 tiles wide instead of 5? And my first impressions are, yeah, I think it needs to be wider. I haven't heard anything from the Tolkien family recently. But I've got word, because I know somebody who knows somebody. And I've got word that I will be hearing from them soon. What am I trying to do? Oh, yeah, we're going to be hearing more from the Tolkien family. They've not given up. They're plotting, I think. I think that's the word. Some people would just be, thoughtfully considering things. But no, they're plotting. That's what they do. They're plotters. That's way better, scale-wise. As soon as you put the fence in, it just looked too small. Right, I think now I can think about laying in the dynamite. But before I do that, I'm going to do a little bit of work on the mountains. I'm going to try and get more of the reservoir done. And I also want to do a bit of optimization on the crops that we put in the last episode. So let me do some stuff. So I've extended our canola seeds up a little bit. And I've taken out a little bit of the eggplant and what's the other one? I can't even remember. That's the eggplant. What's this one? We got any of them? Yeah, soybeans on that side. To be honest, we've got way too much coffee. So I may end up kind of taking out some of the coffee and kind of shuffling these down and maybe even having some more canola. Although our canola stocks are great now. We've got like 1.3k of canola oil. I think we've actually got too many oil presses as well, but that's fine. The other change that I've made is I put the farmers back in. I didn't realise that I'd taken out all the farmers on this level. I thought I'd just taken out these 2. But then I realised, actually, I took them all out. I think I confused myself when I put the gatherers in. So, yeah, now things are working very smoothly and our food levels are looking like pretty great. Okay, that's that. How are we getting on over here with the reservoir? And the answer is slowly, but we are getting there. You can see them coming along here and they're filling it in slowly. I did speed them up a little bit. If I bring this down, I'll show you. By putting in a station here, and this is just a dirt stockpile. So they can grab dirt and then they can just like deposit it and go back and get some more. And that has sped things up. This section here was like really slow. And then I put that in, and this section has been much quicker. It's moving a lot quicker. Oh, am I going to run tubes down here? Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a walk, isn't it? I mean, they get it done, but it's a bit of a walk. If I get rid of that one, yeah, get rid of that one and get rid of that. That's the center point. Is it? Yeah, that is the center point. Okay. Well, we'll bring this down to the side of the center point. What do I want? I want a tube and I want to bring it down like this. I'm still going to do this. I was thinking that I would run a set of tubes down. And then I was like, well, that seems stupid. So I'm going to do it this way. We just want to come down one level and then bring that forward and we'll put in the tube station. Okay, so now I've got to put in a whole bunch of these. Well, a whole bunch. What, like 5? It's not a whole bunch, Sky. It's 5. 5 is not a whole bunch. Look at the dictionary. I'm just wondering if that one's too far. You know what? Why don't you just put it in, Sky? It's quicker to do it than it is to talk about it. Well, you've got a point. You've got a point. Let's run this out here. And I don't think it's as close to the river as I thought it was at first glance. So we want to come out to about there. Okay, well, they're starting to put this lot in. This was actually not aligned correctly. It had to be moved over one because that was not the center point. The center point was where this is. This path. Do you remember when I was sorting out the problems? I actually dug this out and I moved the path over one. So I had to move it back again. So now this is actually aligned correctly. What I do need to do, because they're coming out from these, I've put these paths in so that they can come and do these bits from from behind. But I want them to be coming out and doing this stuff from here. So I need to prioritize this, don't I? Yes, you do, Sky. Right. So let's prioritize getting that done. Oh, and they've actually started putting in dynamite. I don't want you putting in dynamite, you lemons. I want you to do this. Oh, you maroons. Yeah, so, I mean, now it's just a case of let them do it. The thing is, like, the sheer scale of this, you know, is kind of crazy. Why am I doing this? Because it's going to look awesome. That's why I'm doing it. But yeah, this is gonna take them a while. It's going to take them a very long time running it on slow. So I'm going to speed this up and hopefully get all this built. Okay, this is kind of funny. They've got all of this built because I prioritized it, and then they've started laying the dynamite. And because they lay it in the order that it was laid down, they're doing this kind of central strip that I put across, like straight across first, and then they'll get on to doing the outsides. That's very cool. Okay, I mean, I'm going to go and get coffee or a sandwich or something because this is going to take a long time. Well, it definitely got faster once I put in the dynamite and the extract storage, but it's still going to take ages to get all of this done. But that's cool because I've got a sandwich, and that makes me very happy. Well, I came back from eating my sandwich, and look at that, it's all done. What can I say? It was a very big sandwich. It's a very big sandwich. I don't know how long that's been. It's been like at least 2 full cycles. Yeah. I kind of did get a bit distracted. Right. So what we need to do is put some paths in so that we can actually get this finished. So those bits there, and let's see. Let's just do a path like all the way down there. Okay, and I can see the lights flashing, so they're going down and they're getting this stuff done. So, yeah, it's not going to be long, and there's going to be some very, very big boom boom. Okay, that's it. It's all done. Shall we? I think we probably should. Okay, let's do this. This is going to be fun. Let's have it on probably double speed, and off we go. Okay. That is some big boom boom. Good heavens. I would imagine that's probably the most dynamite I have blown up ever. Wow. Well, we started during the day, and this is a very long boom boom. We're well into the night now, and we're still going. God, that's some stamina, isn't it? Good Lord. Man, it's still going. Good God. But look at this. Okay. That is, I'm actually lost for, that is quite impressive. Good God. And it's still going. Wow. Okay. I'm going to jump ahead of it. And I'm going to blow this middle bit. This is definitely stressing my computer no end. Good God. Okay, and we're coming up to the end of this section. Wow. And there it was. And there it was done. Good grief. That, my friends, is the River Anduin. Well, half of it. Now I've just got to blow up the other half. Having seen this half, do you really want to see this up? Like, I tell you what, I'll set it off. But, yeah, we'll just see the end because it takes such a long time. Look at it go. I'm going to watch the whole thing, like, you know. So, I tell you what, if you want to see this, just rewind and watch the first bit twice. And we're almost done. Oh my God, that took a long time. And the last few bits go boom, boom. Boom. There we go. Wow. Okay. That is the River Anduin. Good Lord. What we need to do now is get some water in here. Now, I'm still debating whether to go down one more tile. I think, to be honest, I probably am going to go one tile deeper just to get that really, really deep blue. So, yeah, there it is. Wow. Big boom, boom. So now the bit that I've been looking for, actually putting in the bridge. Oh, seriously, I've been looking forward to this ever since I had the idea to do it. What am I going to put in? It's going to be, I think, exactly the same. So those go in there and on top like that. And then the same over here. This is quite the bridge. It's quite the structure. There's a good solidness to it, if you know what I mean. Picture will know what I mean. What? What have I said now? What? What have I said? Oh, dear. You've seen it before. What do you want me to do? I've got to find things to say. Just need to finish this end off. I've already done the other end. And let's see. So we just fill in those middle bits. And then on the end, we do the whole thing. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then we grab our decorative metal fences. That's the wooden, that's the metal. And that goes in there. That goes in there. And what does it look like? I got to say, it's actually not bad. Not bad at all. But I desperately want to see what it looks like without these bits in. So why don't we crank this up? We'll get this built and I'll throw some dynamite in. Where's the dynamite? So we want triples across there, and I'll do the other side as well. Well, I'm pretty sure it's only a matter of time before one of these beavers gets trapped the way that they're building this. But I don't even care. It is so cool to watch. Okay, I do some more of these. Oh, yeah, that's what we want to see. I love these going in. Oh, yeah. And actually, none of them have got trapped. I'm shocked. But there you go. And the next layer starts to go in. It's very, very cool. It's very, very cool indeed. We'll put in a path along the side so that they can actually get there and do that. Oh, well, in fact, we can put a path all the way around, can't we? Really? Considering how far they're having to bring these materials, because I haven't put any of the materials locally, it's amazing how fast they're building this. They've just started to put the second part of this span in. I've added a plank storage over there. I think once they get that built and the haulers can bring stuff over, you know what, I'm going to prioritize that. Yeah, prioritize the building. Right, I wonder if that's going to speed up the building. I think it probably will. We just need the haulers to get here. Oh, there we go. They're starting to fill it up. Now the builders have only got to go backwards and forwards. They do have to go all the way back to get metal, but I mean, it's very small amounts of metal compared to the amount of planks that they're using. Come on, guys, let's get this. Let's get this bridge erected. The first span is complete, and they're now working on the second span. Oh, and there it goes. Oh man, this is so much fun. And the base is now fully complete, and now they're coming up here, building it all from the top. And yeah, it's going pretty quick. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. Right, I think they're going to get this finished. They've just started the day. The last few bits going in. Wow, they've blitzed that. All the dynamite is in on both sides. Literally, there's a couple of pieces of fencing. And that is all there is. And here they come. The last couple of bits of fence go in. And one more. And there it is. Okay, right. Pause. We'll have the grand unveiling, I guess. So we want to blow that, and blow that one, and that one. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I cannot wait to get water in here. We need to get some water in here ASAP. Okay, so blow that. Boom, boom. And then we can just throw some stairs in like this. 1, 2, 3, boom. All right, cool. And they've done that. Very good. Boom, boom. And the stairs go in. 1, 2, 3. Awesome sauce. Okay. Took Took a little bit of time, but it is all laid in. All the paths, all the dynamite is laid in. They've built their stairs and they're starting to lay in the dynamite. Great job, beavers. And we've got the stairs done. Yeah, I mean, all the stairs should be done because I did those first. Okay, yeah, we're looking good. I've put in over here, let me show you this now. So I've put in over here a few dams, and I've done the same at the other end so that this doesn't overflow. And then we've got this channel that I've just thrown in just to take any overflow water from the reservoir and also any water that comes out of this this water source here. And it's just going to guide it down and into the Anduin. And there's also another water source underneath here, and the water's going to come down here and I guess make its way into here eventually. So all we've got to do now is let these poor little beavers finish putting in all of this dynamite. My God, it's a job, isn't it? And the water from this water source is coming straight down here. And I think this is going to be, unless this water source beats it, but I don't think it will. We'll see. This is going to be the first water into the Anduin. Oh, yeah. It's a historic moment. Look at this. The first day is almost over. It's taken a day just for the water to get here. Oh, good heavens. Keeping this thing full, it's going to be an issue, but we'll see. And there it is. The first water pours into the Anduin, which is probably a very bad idea because it is going to slow the beavers down a bit. But hey, at least they'll all have wet fur, and a wet beaver is a happy beaver, as we all know. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a decent sized river, isn't it? What we need is for this to fill up and start overflowing, because that's going to be a decent amount of water, but it's going to take a little while for that to completely fill up. It's already overflowing from that one, so that's good. So we'll get there. The water marches inexorably down the Anduin. I had to show you this because that's kind of a cool sight, isn't it? I like that a lot. Oh, seriously, I can't wait till it's all filled up and irrigating on both sides. It's going to be awesome. I tell you what, the beavers are cracking on with this. Like, they're over a third of the way done with this. Good Lord, the water's pouring down. We are going to have a fully covered Anduin bottom in just a few seconds. We realised the other day, didn't we, that Anduin, that got ripped off by WoW, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah. What is he? Prince? King?
King now.
He's king now, isn't he? Yeah, he started off as Prince Anduin. Was it Prince Anduin? Did they call him Prince Anduin or just Anduin?
So, just Anduin.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, he was prince, and now he's king. So, I would imagine there's a degree of job security to being king, isn't there? Well, you would have thought. Right, that's it. We have covered the bottom of the Anduin. Let's go up. Are we seeing any water coming out of this water source? Let's just go down and see. Like, are we even getting water? Have I like messed? Oh, no. Oh, we're getting some water. Well, let's go. Okay. So there's water to there. Oh no, that's why. That's why. Okay. Oh dear. I've done it on those, but it's fine because it's like 6.5. Okay, cool. Oh, well, that explains that then. Okay, so now... Oh, yeah. Okay, now there's a decent amount of water coming out of there. Look at this. They're really getting on with this. And it's funny how they lay it in exactly the way I laid it in. So I started filling the whole thing in on both sides, and then I realised that it'd be better to just fill in this side and then come back the other way. So this bit here is actually going to be the last bit to get filled in. Okay, well, an interesting bit of trivia there. Well, not really, Sky. Okay, well, a piece of trivia then. Interesting or not. Let's go see. We must be we are close to this overflowing. Now, When this overflows, this is what, 8 CMS? So yeah, this is going to be, this might actually overflow this. Because this can only handle like, what, 4.4? Ah, no, we've got 3 tiles, so what, 6 point something? Yeah, it's not going to be enough. This is going to overflow. Oh, we are overflowing. Awesome sauce. And is this going to... I don't see how this channel can handle it. But we'll see. We'll see. I think this is going to fill up and it's going to overflow this. But that's okay. I mean, this is just... Yeah, look, this is all overflowing. Yeah, I really should have made this at least 3 wide. But it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's really, at the moment, it's just for the looks, just so that we get to see the Anduin, hopefully full of water. We've got 2.2 days. I wonder, can we actually fill this up? I mean, if I'd done this channel properly, then I'm fairly sure we would have been able to see it filled. Well, we're coming up to the end of the wet season, and there it is. The drought has started. We'll still get a little bit more water in here because you can see that like this is still overflowing quite a lot. So there's still water flowing into here. The beavers are down this end now, putting in the dynamite, which is pretty awesome. They've still got a fair amount to do though. They've got to do this end and then they've got to do the other side all the way down. But yep, definitely getting there. Have we have drained this and we didn't get into the last tile. So we've only filled this 2 tiles deep. Wow. Okay, well, that just goes to show you what a huge volume this is. Yeah, I hope this is going to work. But I must admit, I'm kind of starting to have my doubts. But it just goes to show you how efficient our water usage is over here. Because, like, all of this is excess water. I'm just doing the scaffolding so that I can get the reservoirs done. Because that's kind of the next big job, is to get the reservoirs moved. God, that's going to be quite involved, routing the water around into the new reservoirs. But, I mean, that's the fun, isn't it? Solving all the challenges of... like getting everything to do exactly what you want all over the map. Okay, that's that. What I now need to do is grab... what do I want? That's a good point. I want the vertical tubeways. And now I have to put the vertical tubeways on all of these, all the way along. Okay, and when I've done that, then I have to come back and put in these tubes all the way. I'm going to leave the last one empty, just in case I want to extend it for, like, I can't imagine why I would want to extend it. But, you know, better to leave yourself the option, I always think. Okay, the scaffolding is all in now. So they've literally just got to build it. And then we can start the process of dynamiting all this down and then building the retaining walls. And then I can start figuring out exactly how I'm going to, like, do the plumbing and actually route the water around. Actually seeing this come to fruition is starting to get me very, very excited. It's going to be... I think it's going to be pretty cool when it's done. But only time will tell. All the dynamite has been laid. I'm not gonna show you because we've already watched this. Like we've already seen some very big boom boom. But I thought it might be fun to see what it looks like when it's exploding underwater. So go. Okay. The answer is it doesn't do a lot for my frame rate. Oh, look at that. We're creating a bit of a tidal wave racing down the Anduin. Okay, that's very cool. That's very cool. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I got some water in there before I look at that. It's like the Severn Bore. Most people in Britain will have heard of the Severn Bore. It's on the Severn River. At certain, like, I think it's a couple of times a year. There's a tidal kind of rush, which creates a wave like this that goes like for miles up the River Severn. I'm sure there are other rivers around the world where that occurs. And some people actually surf it. They like from right where the river meets the ocean. They'll be waiting for it and they'll surf it for miles up the river. very slowly. It's not a fast wave, but it's very cool. I said I wasn't going to show you this, but I had no idea that it was going to be this freaking cool. We'll see it go under the bridge. I used to live very close to the River Severn, and yes, I've seen the bore. It's very cool. It's not a bore at all. I don't know why they called it a bore. Maybe some bloke was sitting there and he was like, oh god. Maybe he was on a hill and he like watched it slowly come up like for miles, like, and he was like, God, this is boring. That's a real bore. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. Okay, we're almost at the end. Seriously, I think that's one of the coolest things I've seen in the game. Just watching that wave slowly move up the river. And we're done. Boom. All right, cool. Wow. I really want to see what happens in the next wet season. I've expanded this channel now from this point. I've expanded it to 3 wide, and I've put an extra magic tile in. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we get the full amount of water. Can we actually fill this up? Yeah, God, I hope so, because otherwise we need to add more water to the map. I mean, we may need to do that at some point anyway, but I was really hoping that we could do it just with the water that we had. Now, to be fair, we have doubled the map. Therefore, I should be allowed to double the water sources and have the water sources on this side also feeding into this, which I'm sure we will do. But it would be really nice to do it just with the water on this side of the map. Well, I'm just beginning to work on some of the plumbing. So this water, well, let me see now. So this water source here, which currently comes out here and just empties down here. What we actually want to do is route it up to, well, we want to get it into this reservoir at the moment, and then eventually it'll go into the reservoirs up here. But I think the key to that at the moment is, and you can see if I take this down, the dynamite goes down to the level above this. So we'll bring this up 1 and it'll go along here. So I'll go back up to the top. What I'm planning to do is route it up here into this, into the irrigation channel that runs around, because if we put it into there, this is under pressure. So yeah, this will force the water into the reservoir from this one. So yeah, so all I've got to do really, I mean, it's just a case of run this straight up here. How are we doing over at the reservoir, or the new reservoir, I should say? Okay, well, we finished the scaffolding up to there. Still a bunch to go, and we are closing in on actually doing the back wall. My God, that's taken a long time to get done. Yep. Well, it's your projects, guy. You did it. Yeah, I know. I've only got myself to blame. All right, I'll see you when either like this is done or we get to the wet season, whichever happens first. Well, the wet season is almost here. It's just about to start, and there it is. Drought ended, and the wet season begins. I've just been looking at the reservoir. I've just marked in a potential outer wall for the reservoir. This is actually from the back wall. This gives us 15 tiles of interior space, and I'm just wondering. I'm debating like all the factors of like how much water we'll be able to store, how much we're going to lose to evaporation. Do I split this into 2 chambers or 3 chambers potentially for maximum evaporation saving? Yeah, there's a lot of factors to consider, but I'm erring towards the bigger the reservoir we've got, the better, right? Because when it comes to the wet seasons, if we get a long wet season, I want to be able to store every single drop of that water, because I think we're going to need it. Just look at this, right? We're down to what, like half a tile left? So yeah, I think we need every drop of water that we can possibly get. Now, over here, I haven't connected the this water source to the irrigation canal. So let's see. Yeah, we're almost there, but not quite. So what I need to do is, okay, pause first of all. I need to blow this. Let's do this. Let's do this nice and slow. So boom, that gets blown. What I now need to do is seal this up quickly. So that goes in there. I need to prioritize that so that this gets done. Go, because that is gonna flood a lot. Is somebody going to come and save some of this water? Oh, here we go. Unfortunately, we've got a dirt pile right there. Okay, good. We didn't lose too much water from that. Yeah, tiny little puddle. It's just a case of wait and see. Oh, we're already getting water pouring into the Anduin, which is awesome to see. I'm assuming that water, yeah, that's the water that's coming from this water source. Awesome. Oh, you know what? I need to check. Let's go down to this level and then go down to here. I need to check that these are set. See, this is closed. That actually needs to be open because we're now feeding in from this water source. When this is absolutely full and under pressure, we need the water to be able to push into this reservoir and fill that reservoir up. Okay, well, that was a good spot. I need to make sure, actually, thinking about it, that the other ones are the other ones must be open. They've got to be open, surely. They're not. They're closed. Okay. Right. Well, open those. In that case, like, how have these been, like, full? Oh, we've got a water source here, haven't we? Okay, fine. So that's why this irrigation canal has been full. All right, so it hasn't been fed by these reservoirs. Okay, right. Okay, well, yeah, it doesn't matter. The issue is, right now, we just need to get to the point where, hopefully, the Anduin actually gets full. Well, they've started doing it. They've started building the outer wall. These are very, very exciting times. Oh, I love it. Wow. Okay, this is an epic project because, okay, so I've built this up to the height of this wall. Now, bear in mind, this wall is already like, what, 2 or 3 tiles higher than our existing reservoir, right? And look how high we can actually take it if we want to. I'm not sure exactly how high I'm going to take it, but wow, that is... that is freaking awesome. I love it. Oh, good Lord. I just love big projects. I love big projects. Right. How are we doing in the Anduin? Are we overflowing? And the answer is no, not yet. In actual fact, look at this. This is way down. What is that so low? I wonder if it's because I've opened up the sluices. And it's actually let like a whole bunch of water into here. It could be. It could very well be. Okay, well, we'll see. We're on day 3 and we haven't had the warning yet. So hopefully we'll have enough water to fill this up and overflow and at least get something into the Anduin. I've got to say, I'm a little bit concerned now. Well, good news and bad news. The good news is we had a long wet season and the reservoir is overflowing, which is great news. So our entire irrigation canal has been refilled up and like we're maxed out on water. So that's great. The bad news is we still haven't filled up the Anduin. I'm hoping with another wet season that we would actually fill this because we're now down to 4 tiles and we are we've got almost 3 tiles of water in here. The max we're going to lose is like 2. So can we fill this up with 3 tiles of water? Yeah, I think we can. Now that we've got literally every drop of water on the map going into the reservoirs. But yeah, I think I'm kind of optimistic that we can make this work. And then if we come over here, now this is good news. Look at this. They've already put like all of this part of this retaining wall in. So I think getting the reservoir done is going to be very quick. In fact, very quick indeed. Whoo, man, what an episode. Oh, look. You know what? That's the first time that I've kind of just like actually looked at the river. If we can get this full, this is going to look fabulous. especially when we start to add some actual decoration, like get some trees and some bushes and make the place look alive rather than kind of the barren desert that it is at the moment. The bridge, is it everything that I wanted? It's not, because of the limitation of the blocks that we've got. So I think we kind of have to live with it the way it is. If you've got any clever ideas about how we could make the bridge look better, please let me know. But other than that, yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, relatively successful. I love the river. I want to get it full because I want the max greening. Oh, man. I've still got to work on the 2 rivers. I've still got to do all the oh, man. This is a big project, but I'm loving it. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Picture say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
And we'll catch you for the next one. Peace out.